beauty fan, welcome back to MikiCarrBeauty. I'm MikiCarrCo, and on my channel I love to talk about luxury skincare and beauty. And today I'm going to go through some of my Black Friday purchases and start using them. If that's interesting to you, then remember to subscribe, click all for the notification bell so you get notification of when my videos go live, and then commenting and liking below helps out engagement on my channel. So with that out of the way, let's begin. So I thought I would film a get ready with me with all the Black Friday, or most of the Black Friday purchases I've made, and some of them I've used already and some of them I have not. During the Black Friday sales, they actually had Chantecaille on sale. And this is one of my favorite kind of holy grail natural foundations. And in fact, I had not repurchased it because I had basically panned it. And I have a lot of foundations, probably too many, and then I just didn't repurchase it. But it's always been in the back of my mind if it went on sale to buy it. I ended up getting, again, this is like a repurchase for me. And it's the Future Skin Oil-Free Gel Foundation. And I use the color SHEA. So we'll see if that's still a good color for me. This usually retails of $89, and then it had a discount of $26.70. I could probably do the math, but I just still on the pricier side. But Chantecaille is luxury beauty. That's how much the products usually are. And I'm not fussed about it because I think Chantecaille is some of the best like luxury beauty out there. So it comes with this protective cover here. It says do not discard, and because it's a jar foundation, you want to keep that there. Sorry for any noise that we're having guests over soon, and my spouse is like making noise cleaning the house. Okay, so that is the color SHEA. I think it's always been a great foundation match for me. And so what that makeup artist had shown was like to put it on her hand and work the product already into your hand. And just so you know, beauty fam, I film in natural lights. It's overcast today, so I'm looking a little bit pretty. It's because of the lighting. I'm looking a little pale. Okay, so that is the color SHEA on one side. I think it's one of the most beautiful foundations, like natural looking foundations. It's kind of like a natural skincare kind of foundation. That's why I didn't want to use any primer. And I would say this is like a light to medium foundation. Sorry for the squeakiness. I have a new chair and I need to oil it, so I'm going to switch it out now. And that is the Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation. Not a new to me purchase, but from the Black Friday sale. I have other Chantecaille videos where I've used this product, and I can link it above and below. Okay, another Black Friday purchase I made was Surratt. And Surratt had, I think, about 20 to 30% off. And I ended up getting the Surratt eyelash curler. I had heard so much about the Relevee lash curler, award-winning, hand-calibrated, Japanese made. It says our ergonomic curler gently blends and lengthens your lashes. Its high-tech Japanese design and bouncy silicone pads require you to use less force when curling, allowing you to create eye-opening, elongated, fully fanned lashes with zero breakage or pinching. So made in Japan, and for years I've used my tried and true SHEA, and I had recently seen kind of like a ranking of eyelash curlers. So this is the SHEA one, and I kind of swore by this because it's Japanese made, and our eyelid shapes, if you're from Asian descent, tend to be different than Western eyes. So I have almond eyes but have a different eye shape, and this is great. This has been my OG. I've replaced the pads so many times. And I had read also that Kevin Aquan had maybe designed Surratt's curler before he went on his own. And so this Kevin Aquan eyelash curler is a bit more like the design of SHEA. It's kind of got like this bouncy technology here and the silicone pads. And there's definitely, you have to push more on that. This is less resistance. What I do like about this is that you can see the eyelash as you're curling. And I've tried all three of these. And I have to say, at first I didn't like this one, but then when I put my makeup and mascara on, I could see why people love it. So design-wise, I think this one, the Surratt, definitely curls the best. It just makes my lashes look full. They just look beautiful. What I would change about this, and I know it's more of a design aesthetic because Surratt has like really sleek packaging. I just wish they had used a different color, because most people like if you have dark skin or like brunette, if you're brunette or black hair, you can't see the lash as you're curling it. So, and I find with these, you don't have to put as much pressure. Whereas I feel like I have to squeeze and pump more with the SHEA and the Kevin Aquan. These just curl, like you clamp it together 5, 10, 10 seconds, and then it just curls. Like I don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. You can see it's pretty curled, and I really notice how it works really well after I put my mascara on. So I would say this is the best, then the SHEA and then the Kevin Aquan. I kind of love this design. It's kind of a classic OG design. Okay, so for Black Friday, I also picked up liners from Victoria Beckham, and if you've ordered from her website, she likes to put in a little note here. Thank you for supporting Victoria Beckham Beauty. I hope you love the products as much as I have loved working or creating them. Kisses VB. So I picked up 4 of these Victoria Beckham liners, and I have to say that I really like these overall liners. And there was one liner of hers that I didn't like, and it's because I think it's such a bright color that it's not forgiving if it runs, and that was, I think, the Surfside. But all of the other colors I've been really enjoying. And as you know, some of these, if you're not familiar with her Kajal, Satin Kajal jewel liners, they have the side where is the color, they'll have the smudging component, and on the other side is actually the liner. So this is Smoky Quartz. That's a really beautiful color. Next one is Sequin Green. And these are so smudgy that sometimes the tips come broken. So this one definitely came broken, but I don't get fussed about that. I just end up, just sharpening it. This is the color Bronze. Also really, really beautiful. And then last one is Sea Gray. This is the silvery one. Really, really. So before I go and try these Victoria Beckham Kajal liners, these new ones, I want to show you what I picked up from Nomad. There was a sale as well as Black Friday, and I've been wanting this for quite a while. I've never tried Nomad before, and this color story I've been kind of stalking all year. So this is the Nomad Ghost Town USA palette. This is just the cover. Super cute packaging, and here are the colors. These cool tones are totally my jam, and this is the cover art. I know a lot of you probably have seen a lot of reviews about this already, so I'm not going to do a thorough review unless you want me to. It comes with a large mirror, which is great. Fantastic. Huge mirror, and these are the shadows. So pretty. Since I'm wearing pink today, I'm probably going to stick to this quadrant here, and then see what those look like. And so this is the first time I'm trying Nomad. I've never tried this brand before. I haven't even swatched this palette. So I'm just gonna go into the mattes really quick because I want to see which one I might want to lay down. Ooh, those are nice cool tone ones. And then using my Sonia G Crease 2. This one here, going into Bandit Queen. This is a really nice cool tone, kind of neutral brown. And I think I want to grab Undead Sheriff, that one. It's kind of like gray color, just to kind of buff out the edges a little bit. Oh, that's nice. It kind of tampered down the intensity of that crease shade. I'm just kind of mostly going on the edges. Just using it to diffuse a little bit. Yeah, just cooled everything down. That's nice. Okay. And I'm swatching these two colors, Garnet Montana and Ghost Train. These two. And that's what Garnet Montana, and then this is Ghost Train. Ooh, that's really pretty. Doesn't really match my shirt, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's Firelight Nevada. Let's try that one. So going into Ghost Train here, using my Sonia G Worker Pro. Pretty nice. So these shimmer shades don't have fallout, which is so key. What I get worried about with indie shadows are two things. Fallout, because sometimes with indie shadows it's all about the glam and glitz and duochromes, but then they have crazy fallout and sometimes it can irritate my eyes. The second thing I notice with independent, or just like really any kind of shimmery shades, is will it add texture to my eyelids? And so far so good with this. It's not any worse or better than like Pat McGrath, but these tend to stick, which is so nice. Pat McGrath are, it's like kind of like the gold star of shimmer, but boy do those have fallout. I'm taking a Hakuhodo brush. It's like a dome shaped brush, and then I'm going into Garnet Montana, this one right here. And the embossing will definitely disappear after a while. It's cute at the beginning to see the embossing, and I'm not really fussed about that. It's more about the shade and the quality and longevity and like fallout. Just adding that for a little bit more depth. Not bad. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into Firelight Nevada, this one up here, and for kind of an inner corner moment. Taking my Smith Arrowhead brush, Firelight Nevada, this one. It's a very shimmery shade, but very subtle. It's kind of reminds me of like a really low-key, sophisticated Viseart, these shades of like not too shimmery, but nice quality. Okay, so at the bottom, I want to kind of connect the two. I'm taking Undead Sheriff, that kind of gray matte color, and then taking my Lotus Series Soft Definer, and then just using that to kind of connect the top to the bottom. And then taking a flat definer by Sonia G, and then taking Bandit Clean, that deeper matte, and then this one right here, and then using that to add depth. I'm going to do the other side the same exact way, and I'll be back. Okay, so I finished the eye look. It looks a little grungy, but I also am filming in natural light. My filming setup, I have to kind of rework the beginning of the year, but I usually have a ring light to supplement, but not today. So this is what the final eye look looks like. Okay, so I'm going into the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal, and this is the Smoky Quartz. It's a nice big mirror, but this is also like a heavy palette. And when I do my eyes, I like to have a small, like really nimble compact that I can get really into the details here. So I'm just grabbing my Surratt compact. So far, so good. This is so nice. It's just such a great product because there's like a gel component to these liners. What I would caution about this liner is that if you have hooded eyelids or oily eyelids, at least for me, I find that there's transfer. Now I have beauty friends who swear by this and they don't experience that, but that's just my experience with my eye shape and then the texture and the oiliness around my eyes. So the way I like to use these is that I like to use these only on the top, not on the bottom. Because when I use these on the bottom, there's when it tends to have some smudging and it's not cute throughout the day. Like I get raccoon eyes. Okay, so I finished with some DANESSA MYRICKS, the liquid liner, her Linework Onyx, the one that just won a Beauty Allure award. Such a fantastic product. I'm gonna try this sea gray color. I think some of these cannot be on the waterline, but I just want to put this kind of like in the inner corner just to like add a little zhuzh here. Little contrast, that's nice. Actually, I'm going to take the smudgy part, this smudging edge. This is kind of a grungy glam look, which I'm here for. I love grungy glams. Okay, so that is the eye look. I think it's really pretty. I am curious, I'm going back into that Ghost Train, if I use my finger, if it's the impact is going to be more. Yes, so if you want more impact, use your finger. And and then doing that for the other side. So what I'm gonna do is finish my under eye makeup and then come back. Okay, so I finish with liquid liner, the Sicily concealer, and then some corrector as well. And then I powdered down my face with this Orsay talc-free powder. I have like too many loose powders. I'm trying to finish up all I have before I buy new ones, but the eye look is looking really pretty. So let me finish with mascara. What I want to do is actually go in with this Surratt eyelash curler again to maximize the lift here, getting close as I can to the lash line. I have to say this is probably not the most beginner friendly lash curler. That's just my opinion, but the effects of this lash curler are fantastic. And then going into Chantecaille Faux Cils. I have one of these on standby. Every 3 months, definitely replace it. And then I try to get close to the root as possible. And then it helps if I look down. That's just kind of my technique. And that is the lash. You can see how lifted that looks. And that's all really the eyelash curler. The SHEA one is really good. And this is just, the Surratt is excellent. Okay, so I'm done with my finished makeup look. I finish with the Chantecaille lipstick. This is a, what is this, a lip veil? Lip veil, Plumeria. And this is from, I can't remember what collection this was. This is the one that was like my favorite collection, which was like more tan person friendly. Suku Haru Oto blush on my cheeks. Victoria Beckham bronzer in shade 03 bronzing brick. Yeah, the bronzing, matte bronzing brick in 03. Just kind of adding a little color back into my face since I used the Satin Kajal Victoria back on my figure to grab this. And then as a finishing powder, because I used the Chantecaille Future Skin Oil-Free Gel Foundation's Future Skin Foundation, I wanted to use my holy grail, which is the finishing powder, a blurring powder, light medium in this shade. So let me kind of do a really quick recap of the products of the Black Friday purchases I made. Again, this is like my holy grail, like beautiful natural foundation. It's such a great shade match. It's pretty light medium coverage, so just know that going in, it's not going to cover all your imperfections. It never feels like makeup to me. It just feels like really good skincare. And that's what's really nice about Chantecaille, is that it feels like a combination of like skincare, a little bit of makeup, and is like super high quality ingredients. So love that. The Satin Kajal liner surprised me. So I used Sea Gray at the bottom here, and then that Smoky Quartz on top. Super happy with that. And then in another video, I'll use the other two remaining colors that I did not use, the bronze and then the Sequin green, these two. And then let's talk about Nomad. I will pin a comment of how these last throughout the day. So far, so good. Again, this is my first time trying this brand, Nomad. And again, these color stories are completely my jam. So I used pretty much these two mattes, and then this, and then this color. And there's lots of color, like palettes and different creations one can make with this palette, which I love. I'll go into the greens and blues next time. I like it so far. What I'm seeing is that there's no fallout, which is so key for shadows, especially independent indie shadows. I've tried several, not all, but like I've tried like quite a bit of independent eyeshadows that have shimmer or duochrome shades, and a lot of time it has crazy fallout. So this does not have it, which is so great. And then I also look at longevity. We'll know how these last throughout the day. I'll pin a comment below. And then the third thing I'm looking for is that if it is adding texture to my eyelids, which I do not think this is doing. I think this is really pretty. I think this is the kind of palette that looks so far, it looks like kind of aging person friendly. I wanted to bring out really quickly my Pat McGrath Mothership 3 Subversive palette. The vibes of this palette remind me of the vibes of this Subversive palette. And you can see kind of like the grunginess, like the greens and that fuchsia pop there. Very much on the vibe of Pat McGrath. These are going to be next level. These are very editorial, a lot of impact. What I do like about this palette is that I get the grungy glam without being it being completely over the top. Motherships and like Pat McGrath, I use, like if I want a more subdued glam look, I really have to take effort not to like go ham on it, because it's just a really, really editorial palette that, you know, at least for me, it's a little bit kind of, it's more loud, not in a bad way, but I can see like it's almost like these are a version of Subversive, but like less glam and in a good way. My favorite purchase of Black Friday is definitely this Surratt eyelash curler. It seems so simple, but it's one of those products that people always talk about, and you know, for videos, eyelash curlers don't like aren't really popular, but it can make or break a look. And I have to say that, you know, my eyelashes are not super thick or long compared to a lot of people, but with this eyelash curler, my lashes look way longer than they actually are. If you're in the market for a new eyelash curler, or if you can get this on sale, I would highly recommend this. This has kicked my SHEA lash curler off its throne, so this is my #1 go-to at this point. So I hope that was fun, beauty fam. Let me know what you think of this final look, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like below. Helps out engagement on my channel. And then I'll see you in the next video. Take good care of yourself and others, and just be you. Take care, beauty fam. Bye.